back to Deloney V8 Motorsports. A really quick intro to this one. Going to be quite a bit of content in here. Had a great long weekend of racing at Woodburn drag strip at the Oldies but Goodies. It's one of the classic events around here. Really cool old cars that you only see once a year. Had a great group of folks out there. My buddies, my bracket racing, camping, automatic buddies, and all of the stick shift guys as well. So I promise I'll be brief, but I wanted to just give a little bit of info about the weekend and how things went. First round on Saturday for me was a time run, and I got to run my old buddy Dick Arnold in his red Camaro, very familiar. We do a lot of smack talking in the lanes, and we both got cars that dip into the nines, and so it's a lot of fun running him. We're usually pretty close, and I was giving him a hard time going into that round, and I got lucky on the light, but actually spun the tires really bad. But it was kind of fun. I ended up running Dick down anyway. It was just a time run, but I took the stripe, so it's always a little extra competitive with Dick in the other lane, because you got to get the bragging rights with him. So. I actually had that tire spin issue, and then my buddy Scott Davis hopped in the car, and he wanted to check the air gap on the clutch, or the clutch stop. And it was way out of adjustment. All this time I'd been wearing on the clutch discs and hadn't checked that or had him check it. It's something that he's coached me with. He learned a lot in the old funny car days with the multi-disc clutches. And so he got in there and it was grossly out of adjustment. And I had to go running around the pits to try to find the right parts to make that clutch stop a little bit longer. And put this on Facebook as well, but a big thanks to Jamie Roth and Rich Graves. We were kind of between time run rounds, and so it was a big rush, always is. And got the tools from Jamie. I got the parts from Rich. Rich loaned me his vise, and made a mess and got what I needed and ran out of there to go put it back in the car. And so I really appreciate those guys' help, and got me going on Saturday. That thing, after Scott's help, ran within 400ths on every single run after that. Between a 969, or I guess 500ths, between a 969 and a 974 every pass. And so it totally solved the tire spin issues. And that was even with a little bit higher RPM leave chip, a couple hundred RPM. So thanks to Scott Davis, big help as usual. He's always got the answers down there. So went through the rounds there, went into eliminations. I raced Bruce Popino the first round, another guy that you don't want to lose to. You'll take a lot of ribbing in the lanes. He gave me a gift in red lit.
Falcon down to 10:15, 9:58 for the 55. Red line,
so I got by him on that one. I made a good lap, but my lights were kind of all over the place. I lucked into a bunch of rounds that day. Second round was Barrett in the VW. He was driving the slower, the 15-second VW this time around, and we ran to the stripe. I took a guess on my dial-in and guessed good, and ran really close to my dial-in. He ended up breaking out a little bit.
Hard. And David Loney, 55 Chevrolet. That's a long way.
Woo! The other guy broke out. You did. I don't care. Win's a win.
And then third round, it was Dick Arnold again. And I had the GoPro for this one, so I'll plug that into the video here, a little bit of commentary at the end. Dick is known as the President, also known as the Power. The Power of Dick Arnold. Anyway, great guy, a lot of fun to race with. I ended up getting by him. Had a horrible light, but raced him to the stripe, and I think he broke out on me as well, so got lucky there. Going into the fourth round, which was going to be the final, I was going to run JP and in the Corvette, and there was an incident on the track, and they ended up canceling the race. So JP and I split the money, and he had a better light the round prior, and so he got the winner's trophy and the points, I think. So I'm not even sure about the points, but I assume so. Anyway, if you're gonna lose to somebody, JP is just a class act. He's a great guy. He's kind of one of the leaders in the stick shift class down there, and a very just cordial, good guy to race with, straight up guy. So would have been fun to run with him. His Corvette, he had literally got that thing running Saturday morning, and he raced it on Saturday and went to the final. So that gives you an idea of how good he is. So anyway, and I think he was running 960s, so would have been fun to run a fast car like that. So anyway, leading into that round, there was a little incident of my own. The car wouldn't start, and so the battery had been giving me trouble. I'd been charging it all day, and because I was going into the final, I swung around and went right into the lanes, and it had been restarting once or twice, but it was kind of weak. Well, sure enough, I got all strapped in, you know, heat of the day, and the thing wouldn't start. And so I hopped out. I told JP it broke, you know, go ahead and go around, and he wouldn't do it. He's like, let's get it started, let's figure it out. And it's the end of the day. They were trying to run the last few pairs, and so the track kind of wanted us to get going. And I'd kind of thrown in the towel a couple times, but fortunately I had a group of buddies there, and they weren't having it. And so they ran around. We got the tools to take the deck lid off, which, you know, is Allen wrenches, which I have in the passenger seat, but it's kind of a scramble, and everything's piled in the passenger seat. They got a jump box, and so got to thank Scott Davis again. He had the jump box. Ron, my buddy, who got clutch guy handprints on the deck lid. I think that was good luck too. Thanks, Ron. And then George and Brett both ran around, totally hooked me up. We got the thing running, and it sat there and idled for a while, and ended up not making that final round appearance on Saturday because of an on-track incident. Won't go into here, but everybody knows about it, and it's really sad. So let's see. So going into Sunday, ended up ironically losing in the first round to Rich Graves, the same guy who hooked me up on Saturday. I red lit against him. Again, my lights were all over the place, but congrats to him. He got by me that round. Also, congrats, and you'll see it in the video. Congrats to John Eastburn. It was Canada versus America in the finals, and he raced Jamie in the finals, which you'll see. It was a really good race. Really cool to see John's car performing. He ran a personal best on Sunday by a lot. That thing's fast, and so great to see that thing. Everybody loves that car. Cool old Bel Air. And so anyway, wanted to thank everybody, the shifter guys, Dick, Bruce, JP. You guys are just a riot in the lanes. Lots of fun to talk to. Jamie, Rich, all the guys that run down there. Thanks for all the advice, and just a fun group. If you're thinking about a class at Woodburn Drag Strip, the Ziffels shifter guys are just a lot of fun, I can tell you. So. Thanks for tuning in. Please watch to the end. Should be some good action. I'm going to try to stitch together something kind of special. Got a ton of clips. Oh boy, I almost forgot. Got a ton of clips from Kevin. Kevin helped me out all weekend. Fence Monkey Kevin. He kept the door open on the car in the lanes when I was sitting in there burning up from the heat, and just took a ton of video and sent it to me. And also my buddy Brian, AKA Tony Roma, hooked me up with a bunch of videos as well. I took a bunch when I wasn't racing, and I did some running around even when I was racing to get some stuff. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, it's free, as we say. Thanks again. Takes the win. Don't beat yourself, Bruce. Ooh. That sounds good. Nice.
And Jamie Ross. Both from Langley, BC. Sure they made bids in British Columbia. Track up there.
Jamie got him.
Ross will be in the finals, and he will face Eastburn or Pompano. Who knows? Eastburn was a very quick 62 Bel Air. Pompano with the 65 Falcon.
Red lights on both sides. Mr. Eastburn got it. Post-race interview. What do you have to say to the fans?